I'm not gonna lie, they did teach me a lot. Yeah, I had a lot of camaraderie with them, and they set me down, and they see how good I was, and yeah, it just gave me a little hug. You know what I mean? So,
Nice.
come on,
Come on,
come on, get in there. You know what I mean? So yeah,
cool.
kind of find a flag for them still.
Alright, cool. Next question. You scored on your debut in a 5-1 win over Sutton United. Do you remember the goal, and can you tell us about it?
No, I forget that. Really. Dear like this, last game of the season. Dear like this, pitch dry. You know the thing set.
Yeah.
Pitch dry, ball drop, bap, goal. Instant fix. I didn't even think about it. The ball just came across me and I'd clap it in. Me run like Pitney. And then, you know, before you know, we lost 5-1. But, you know, this season was over. Yeah, so, yeah, I got paid, gave me my brown envelope, and I went off. I did not phone Barry until, I think, the June, end of June. Towards the end of June, I called Barry, and Barry said, pre-season's starting in a couple of weeks. And I said, right, what time in that? So I said, all right. So you send me the details or post, whatever. See, well, one or the other, I think he sent me a letter, you know, with all the artillery and all that. So, yeah, first day of training, wow. Never thought of that, boy. All that spunning and all the dream felt all it, come on, Raz. So I just said, you know what, I said, my uncle said, just put on the bag, innit, underneath your t-shirt. Yeah. Just put on the bag and sweat it out for the first week or two and you'll feel all right. Yeah, you'll feel all right. So I took it off and then and everything kicked off from there, running and nice. Yeah, it was all good. No lie.
All right, next one. In 1990, you were on a roll. 18 months after your first debut goal, you won Player of the Year and played for England non-league XL.
Yeah.
Now named the England national football C team. Tell us about those honours.
Oh, great honours, mate. Play against Italy. I think Italy. Did he show the teams I played against?
No, I couldn't find that. It just literally showed.
I think it was. We played Ireland, Italy. We went to Ireland. We played 2 games in Ireland. I can't remember who we played it. I know we played the Ireland, the same semi-professional team. But we played, yes. Who did we play? We played a team in rugby. I can't remember who we were playing now. But yeah, we played.
Reminisce.
Yeah. We VS Rugby Ground. We did play a game up there and I kill it. I killed it, 5-0, killed it. I don't know, I just felt this confidence.
Yeah.
Just come over me, Stan. Yeah. I set up 5 and score 5 or something like that. And then who was there? Pleat. David Pleat was there. So, as I went back to Barnet now, I think Pleat was at one of the games, innit? He was at Leicester. He told me to come down, innit? Kevin Campbell was on loan. He was on loan at the time. So he told me to come down and have a little trial. So I did. So I just done what I did, innit? But I couldn't, I tell you the truth, I don't know what happened, why I didn't get, I always think about it up to this day, I always think, why did these clubs watch me, saw me, I still bang it in, and then it never happened. So, in a sense, it happened, but it didn't happen in the way. Yeah, it seemed that way. And then I did play for Arsenal's, innit? I played with Arsenal against Orient. Yeah? Yeah, I played for Arsenal. Yeah, I played for Arsenal against Orient. Nice. Yeah, because I was at Barnet still, so Barry was trying to flog me now, you know that. So I played for Arsenal, Merson, and who else was playing for them, man, there? Oh, fucking hell. Merson. I tell you the truth, the team that played for Rioch. Bruce Rioch and Don Howe before, that team those players who I was playing for. So I scored 2. Stuart Houston was the coach. He chat. Listen, Star.
Well, we done here.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. Go on, keep going.
He went. I don't know what game he was watching.
Whether Stuart. Is that Stuart?
Stuart Houston, Scottish. Yeah. Anyway.
Alarms and mark your calendars. Wednesdays at 12 noon, we're going live, and you won't want to miss a single play. Bar Level Sports Show, raising the bar on sports commentary. Be there or miss out on the game-changing excitement.
Under a different name. What's going on, peoples? What's good with you? What's hood with you? Welcome back to another episode of Bar Level. We on the forward. I am here by myself today. Well, you know, I'm always at my location by myself, but I mean, 5-0's not joining me today. He is busy. I think it's a funeral he has today. I'm sure he said funeral. So, R.I.P. to whoever's lost. But we move. You know what I mean? We move, we keep it pushing. Let me tell you right now what stuff written down. Let me tell you right now what we got on today's show. All right, so we're going to talk about last week's scores, and we have to go back a little bit as well because there were so many games. So we're actually pushing back till last Wednesday, those games. You get me? Because when we were actually live Wednesday, it was before those games. You know what I mean? So we had our predictions, but we didn't go through them yet. So this would have been this week's one. 5-0 was going to miss out on his predictions today. You know what I mean? But today's show is this. You know what it is. The Arsenal hate. And you know what? I'm not even going for that Wasteman Carragher. I'll probably say something about him, but I'm not going to. It's going to be a reaction video. It's going to be that Wasteman, former Gooner. You get me? Former Gooner, Jermaine Pennant. We're going to talk about that Wasteman. Roberto De Zerbi. Is he on his way to Liverpool? Is Liverpool going to come hunting? Because now, you know, Klopp's going. You know what I'm saying? Or are Chelsea going to go for another Brighton manager? You get me? We'll talk about that anyway, Poch. You get me? Which is next up, Chelsea hell. We're going to be talking about the Chelsea stuff. Next up, we got Sir Jim Radcliffe and his new taxpayer-funded stadium that he wants to dub the Wembley of the North. We're going to talk about that. Kylian Mbappe is set to earn more than Bellingham's transfer fee plus signing on fee. Oh my God, that is insane. We're going to talk a little bit FA Cup, just 2 quick fixtures that have popped up. We're going to talk about Arsenal's Timber on his way back, you know what I'm saying, back in the gym. We're going to talk about the biggest shithouseries, you know what I'm saying. We're going to talk about the players who give it the most, you know what I'm saying. Going to do a reaction video to Angry Matt, the Spurs fan. When I tell you, he is just like my co-host 5-0. Jesus Christ. Just like him. But don't worry, we'll get there and then you'll know about it. I found a video or article/video of Alex Scott getting wet during the FA Cup. And you know, she's Miss Arsenal. You get me? Gotta check that out. You get me? Gotta check that out. Second to last topic's gonna be sin bins, and then we're gonna wrap up with Joey Barton part 2, because I just want to talk about that a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a little bit more. Me and Fire spoke about it, but I want to talk about it a little bit more because I didn't chop it up and then put it out as an individual video. So I want to actually do that for this one and get it out because I want to know what people's got to say about women in football. Yeah, so, all right, that's that. That's the lineup for today. You know, and dig me? That's the lineup. So we're going to go and talk about the predictions that we did. That was last Wednesday. I think it was last Wednesday. It's been so much football, but here we go. Let's get into this.
You can say I'm a player, cause I got bitches everywhere.
Player, here you can play her, and if you pay her, you're no player. Sorry, in the vibe. Blessings. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All that goody. All right, so we're going back to Spurs versus Brentford. Oh yeah, Spurs versus Brentford. Yeah. What did 5-0 predict? He predicted 3-2 to Brentford, and there will be some Betfred thing involved. I said it will be 3-2 to Spurs, and I was correct. See that there? No hate in my soul. You see that there? No hate in my soul, bruv. No hate in my soul. Man City versus Burnley. 5 said 6-2 to Man City. I said 4-0 to Man City. It was actually 3-1. Liverpool versus Crystal. Liverpool versus Chelsea. We both agreed it was going to be 3-1, and it turned out to be 4-1. Thursday's game, West Ham versus Brentford. That was a 2-2 draw. No, sorry, it was a 2-2 draw. 5 said it would be a 2-2 draw. I said 3-1 to West Ham. It was actually a 1-1 draw. Wolves versus Man United. I said 3-1 to Wolves. No, 5 said 3-1 to Wolves. I said 2-1 to Wolves, and it was actually 4-3 to Man United. On the Saturday, Everton versus Spurs. 5's predicted a 3-1 to 3-1 to Everton. I said 3-1 to Spurs. It was actually a 2-2 draw. Crazy that one, huh? Crazy that one. And that was last minute, huh? Last minute, you know. Whew. What else was it? What else was the next one? Brighton versus Palace. 5 predicted 3-3 draw. I predicted 2-1 to Brighton. It was 4-1 to Brighton. They spanked them boys. Get me? Now Brighton want to wake up. Now you want to wake up. Joke team, bruv. You've been getting handled all this time. Crazy. Burnley versus Fulham. 5 said 0-0 draw. I said 1-0 to Fulham. It was actually a 2-2 draw. You know what I'm saying? I think that's... I haven't seen the highlights of that game. I watched Match of the Day, but I don't remember seeing that game. Newcastle versus Luton. 5 said 2-2 draw. I said 3-1 to Newcastle. It was a 4-4 draw, and it should have been a 4-2 victory to Luton. Big up Luton. Big up man like YT. You know what I'm saying? Big Luton fan. Big up. You know what I'm saying? I thought when it was first coming in, I thought Luton were going to be the whipping boys. I thought they were going to come here and hold tenner game. You know what I mean? Easy 10. Finish them off. That's what I thought was going to happen. After even watching them a little bit, I was like, okay, no. They came here to fight. Sheffield United are the whipping boys. And even sometimes Sheffield United want to throw 2-2 lick at people and give and hold 2 goals. Like, what are you doing? But know your role. You going to get relegated. You get me? Done set records and things. So big up Luton. You get me? That 4-4 draw, big up. Because they should have won that game as well. And it was in St. James's, bruv. They weren't at home. This weren't normal. This weren't, you're at your house, so, you get the luck of the land. No, bruv. They up north, bruv. Cold. It's a bit different. It's different up there. Only the people are nice. It's cold up there, bruv. I've been to Newcastle. You get me? Had like 2 fuckery things happen. Rest of it was love. So you come back and say, no, it's love up there. You know what I mean? Even one of the instances that I did get involved in was a girl calling us black guys a certain name. You know what it is. Her man wasn't having it. He was like, shut up. Please don't listen to her. And she was drunk. Not to say that's an excuse, but we allowed her. Get me? Went and skipped to the strip club. Now, shut up, bro. Get me? And a minicab driver tried a ting. And then his passenger tried a ting. And then don't worry, we here, innit? We here, we living. 4-4 draw. Well done, Luton. Newcastle. You're slipping, though. You get me? Not to say, because we beat Luton 3-2 just. Last second, rice, baby. You get me? Sheffield United versus Villa. 5 said 3-1 Villa. I said 4-1 Villa. It was 5-0 Villa. Get me? No one getting none of there. Sunday, Bournemouth versus Forest. 5 predicted 2-1 to Bournemouth. I agreed with him. It was a 1-1 draw. Chelsea versus Wolves. We both agreed on a 2-2 draw. It was 4-2. 4-2 to Wolves. God damn you. They spanked them. Man United versus West Ham. 5 said 3-2 to West Ham. I said it was going to be 2-1 to West Ham. It was 3-0 to Man United. Just when you think they're on their knees, boom, they come back up. They're them, man. You get me? They're them, man. Arsenal, last game on the Sunday, Arsenal versus Liverpool. I don't have a prediction for 5s here. I don't know why. Don't know. But I said 2-1 to Arsenal, and it was 3-1 to Arsenal. Last game was Brentford versus Man City. 5 said 0-0, which is weird, but he said 0-0, and I said 2-1 to Brentford, and it was 3-1 to City. Sorry, I was about to say it was 3-1 to Brentford. I wrote it down wrong. Yeah. All right. So with that said, we go get into this weekend's fixtures. I think that's weekend 24. I think that's what it is. I think. Don't hold me to that. Round. You're looking fresh right now. All right, here we go, people. Here we go. So we got, all right, 5 is missing out. He ain't got no predictions this weekend. You know what I'm saying? And he is gonna stay on 8 points. I'm on 15 points right now. So love a little runaway with this weekend. Let's see if that can go down, people. Man City versus Everton. I know Everton are fighting for their life, but I don't really want to say that they can really hang with City just because of that. But at the same time, they could. They could get a 1-0. They could get a 2-1 if they fought properly. It's upsetting, man. I don't want to pull it in the air and then it come out 5-0 to City. It's just ridiculous because you know it could be 5-0 to City. So why didn't you just predict that in the first place? Why are you trying to put stuff in the universe you know ain't going to come true? And plus, it's going to lose you points. Why would I do that? And you know, the joke thing is, I just scratched out the wrong side when I said Fives ain't going to get his part. I scratched out my side. But it's all right. I'll just write over it. Joke thing. City versus Everton, and they're at home. 4-1 to City. Fulham versus Bournemouth. 2-2 draw. I'm going to go 2-2 draw. They both have started playing better, and then they come against each other. What can you say to that? What can you say to that? Liverpool versus Burnley. I'm going to go 3-1 to Liverpool because they're going to be upset about us beating them 3-1. Luton versus Sheffield United. Please. It's 4-1 to Luton. Maybe even more, but I'm going to just give the 4-1. 4-1 to Luton. Spurs versus Brighton. I'm going to say 3-2 to Brighton. I think that's like my first prediction going against Spurs this season because they've been just scoring. You get me? I know they haven't won everything, hence where they are, but just is. You get me? And they go up against certain teams. I don't know really who's fighting for what right now because, you get me? Everyone keeps just shifting. I don't know who's fighting for what right now. Where are we? Wolves versus Brentford. If Wolves play like they play, they can score goals. If Brentford play like they play, they can score goals. I'm going to put a 2-2 draw on that. They could possibly be a 3-3, but I'll go 2-2 on that. Last game of the Saturday is Forest hosting Newcastle. Newcastle going to want war, innit? Newcastle going to want war. And Forest can score. And they're at home. If Forest play properly, the game could be a draw or they could just slightly take it. But I think because Newcastle have to come back on a mission. You get me? You have to come back on a mission. I'm going 3-1 to Newcastle. Sunday, we got 2 games. Get me? Join me for the watch along. Get me? I'm literally watching 2 games on Sunday, but both Arsenal. Yeah, get me? Watching my women. My ladies kick off first, then the man them come off. So I'm gonna have to do a ting, but I'll be watching both games. Have one on the laptop, one on the telly. Get me? So West Ham versus Arsenal. We need to win. We owe this. We owe them a beating. They beat us in the cup. Last year, they're one of the ones who started ruining the run. You know what I mean? So we owe them. I know we're at home. I know we're away, but Cha Rastafari 4-1 to Arsenal. What if Arteta has got the message? You have to play like we played against Liverpool. You have to play like we played against Liverpool, and I'm talking about the intensity, not the same strategy for the game because they're not Liverpool, so we don't have to play them like they're Liverpool. But whatever the game plan is, do it to 100%. You get me? Do it to 100%. See, I didn't clock until I was watching the extended highlights on the Arsenal channel that Rice and Odegaard both just fell to the ground. They were knackered, bruv. They were folded. That's what we need. From now to the end, every game, you got to be folded, bruv, including Champions League. Folded. There's no walking off. You can walk off at halftime because you shouldn't be that drained. You get me? If you're doing that much, you need to know how to pace yourself because you're just gonna end up being dead. You know what I mean? And we can't make 11 subs. So please, focus. Just kill him, bruv. Just kill him off. 4-1. Villa versus Man United. It's at Villa. 2-2 draw. Sorry if you can hear I think my daughter's playing on her keyboard in the back in the kitchen. Last game of the Premier League weekend. Now talking about Monday night. Palace versus Chelsea. I think that's going to be a good game. But Chelsea should win that. They should have beat Wolves. But then when people come out and play their game, but Palace got injuries now, boy. And everyone's looking funny that Roy needs to step down. That should have been a topic actually today, but maybe if we've got time, we'll try and keep it short because it's only I. Palace versus Chelsea. What you gonna do? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna go with a draw. But I don't want to go with a draw. So I'm just gonna say 3-1 to Palace. Just because I don't want to go with a draw. You get me? And then we shall see what that is like next week, my peoples. We shall say. Till then, I'm going to jump into this next topic. Yeah, man, talking about the Arsenal haters, baby. Let's go.
I got my girl, you got your man. Keep it cool, nothing has to change. Just take my
number and save it under a different name. Are you ready? Right, I lost my place of where I had it. So forgive me while I skip around and find it.
Steve, we talk about that in the show as well.
The history between Arsenal and Liverpool goes for years. I'm all for it.
Yeah, here it is. Fucking waste, man. This man used to play for we, you know. This post hell right here used to play for we, you know. Anyway.
All for...
There's a butt coming, isn't there?
There's a massive butt. Oh, yeah, there's a butt.
There's a J-Lo.
There's a butt.
Yeah.
There's a J-Lo coming.
Yeah.
Listen, run off to your fans. You can kiss the badge. You can pour the badge. Fist pumping. Do all that. No, do. I'm all for that.
Yeah, go on.
Do
What
all
bit
that
are
when you get a big result like that against the top 4 teams.
Yeah.
But
There's the butt. It's the butt.
He's taking pictures. He's taking pictures of the camera. He took the picture of the cameraman to take picture of him.
Well done, producer, for the baby crying in the background, because that's what he is. It's the baby.
Celebrating. They're not even top of the league yet. They're still 3rd. They've not won anything. So he's going to look back at this, standing there taking pictures like we've won a trophy, look back in after 17 weeks, 17 games and go, I've done all that, and I'm sitting in 4th. He's going to look, you know what, he's going to look like an absolute numpty.
Do you think so? But look, Liverpool, look, we understand. They were top of the table, Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
So that was a massive
They're
win.
still 2 points behind them.
See what I'm saying? Do you remember last season? When City were winning games and they were behind us? They were getting praised. Now that we're behind these teams and we're coming back, it's still 2 points. City was getting praised when it was 8 points. So what are you talking about? But forget about the points. Let's talk about this celebration. Bruv, man been hating on us for celebrating longer than I know. It's embarrassing. But let's try and keep it relevant. Let's try and keep it. Rio used to tell Ozil to not celebrate. telling a World Cup winner how things run in football. Hush your mouth. Hush your. Pennant can't talk to no one that is on the Arsenal team. He can't talk to no one. None of the babies he can talk to. None. You're a flop, blood. You are a flop. Do you hear me? I saw something on him the other day. Waste man, blood. You weren't even meant to waste man, bruv. You get me? You weren't even meant to come to us. We just bought you because you was a youth. You was the shining light. Was it Notts County or something? You was somewhere. Waste man. You get me? He's a waste man. Potential my ass. What happened? What happened to you? Man talking about us celebrating. Anyone would think that Arsenal had a fucking tour bus outside the stadium ready to roll because we beat Liverpool. You're allowed to celebrate, bruv. That means any celebration anyone does is too much. Kissing the badge for what? You're going to leave soon. You don't really love it here. So what are you talking about? How's that any worse? Man took the cameraman's camera and took a photo of the cameraman. What's wrong? He didn't take the camera, told cameraman piss off, called all the team over. Yo, what's wrong with you? He can do what he wants. The cameraman was working, you get me? And happy to do it because he part of the team, brother. You man don't rock with your people like that. You get me? Yeah, he a Liverpool man, innit? He a Liverpool man at heart. He a Liverpool man at heart. Dickhead, bruv. Dickhead. Jamie, what's his name? Carragher, another one. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Why they get so obsessed with us. They can't just, you got beat, shut your mouth. To the point where he'll be like, no, Liverpool terrible. Da, 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 da. Cool. Now be quiet. You got nothing to say. You got nothing to say. Just out here hating. I'm telling you, these men get paid by the word, people. They get paid by the goddamn word. But let me know what you saying. I want to know. I want to know who's an idiot out there. You get me? Who's an idiot out there thinking you're not allowed to celebrate? I don't understand. Do you not know? I hate to bring in these waste men as well. But do you not know that Tottenham celebrated a 2-2 draw with us when we won the league at their place? We are their number one rivals, right? We won the league at their place. They celebrated drawing with us on that field at that moment. It's documented. Go watch it. That's what pissed Henry off. How you lot celebrating a 2-2 draw and we just won the title. It's won here. This game that we did, the point just made us champions. But no one ever talks about that. Henry's the only person who talks about that. But it's because it's Arsenal. It's because it's Arsenal. And you know what? You don't want us to win it. Because if we win it, we're going to celebrate for real. You're going to hate every Arsenal fan you know. It don't matter if it's your mother, brother, little sister, little cousin. You're going to hate them. You think you hate them now. But it's been a while. If they're young, they only know FA Cups if they're young. They don't know about titles and all them things there. If we do anything special this season, and I'm talking, we in Premier League, we're in the fight, we're in the race. Champions League it's knockout competition, bruv. It's with better teams, but it's just knockout competition, bruv. Luck of the draw, baby. Luck of the draw. Dice. Luck of the draw, son. That's all it is. You get me? Bam, bam, bam. Two good moves. Referee give a bad decision. You get me? We would have been champions already if not for refereeing bad decisions. We would have been already. Goals against us and shit like that. Sending offs. Behave yourself. You get me? Just want to know what you guys are saying. Do you think Arsenal over-celebrate? Period. Think about it. I want you to think about celebrations and tell me, well, go on. I really want to know. I really would like to know.
Again with the Bar Level Sports Show, your midweek sports fix. Join us live every Wednesday at 12 noon with your hosts Karma and MC50. Fast-paced, dynamic, and always on point, the Bar Level Sports Show, where the action never stops.
Okay, people, so we're going to jump into this. Roberto De Zerbi to Liverpool. I'm flinging in, or Chelsea in there as well, because they're in bits, but we'll talk about Chelsea in a minute. Here we go. Let's see what Adam Bate has got to say. Roberto Zerbi to Liverpool. The Brighton boss has a unique style, but could his strength be a weakness for football risks? Risk what? Super clubs. Risk adverse super clubs. No. What? The way that Brighton play, you think that's risky? The style with which Roberto De Zerbi has established in Brighton in the top half of the Premier League table this season and last demands that the 44-year-old coach is considered for the biggest jobs. Strangely, that style also raises questions. That is always the way when a coach has had success with fewer resources. Will that relative success be repeated when the exception is that the wins are delivered every week? The results, such as recent 4-0 defeat at Luton, could spark talk of Oh yeah, shit. Did I mention that? I'm not sure that I mentioned that. I think that was before. Yeah, that was the game before. 4-0. Fucking hell. I forgot Luton did that. I forgot they did that. Big up Luton again, boy. Big up Luton again. With De Zerbi, there is an unusual twist in the familiar tale. When Sam Allardyce and Sean Dyche took unfashionable teams into the upper regions of the Premier League, the concern was that their approach would not be ambitious enough for the very best. Yeah, I agree with that, but I think they're playing with what they have. So you assume if you get, yeah, I know. If you assume if you get more, they can do even more. But sometimes it's too much for them. And the good news for Brighton is that those with the whispers following reports that he is under consideration to soon be the vacant role, to soon fill the vacant role, reports that he is under consideration for the soon to be vacant role at Liverpool. Alonso has less coaching experience, but is De Zerbi's fascinating football is seen as a risk. Did I say that right? See, it says there, Pep Guardiola has called De Zerbi one of the most influential managers in the last 20 years because of his brand of football. The 3-time Champions League winning coach continued. There is no team playing the way that they play. It's unique. Is it though? I don't know. Is it? Is De Zerbi's is his way unique? I don't find it so like, oh my God. Because, no disrespect, Luton just served them up. Not just, but the game before. So how unique is it? I don't think it's unique. They play out from the back like everyone else. You know what I mean? I think if Pep is saying it clearly, who am I? You know what I mean? But I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too sure. Excuse me, about that. I think he should stay at Brighton. Don't be following Potter. You get me? Excuse me. Do something at Brighton. I think De Zerbi should do something at Brighton. That is rather get a higher position, whatever that is. Get a higher position. Win something. League Cup, FA Cup. You know what I mean? Build yourself. And then maybe even take it to the next level. That you don't need to go from Brighton to what do you think? City, United, Liverpool, Arsenal. Is that what you're thinking? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I think the next step for him is Villa. But is that the next step? Aren't they in the same little? But people are saying now that Villa are trying to break upstairs. Hold on a minute. Let me just check out Something real quick. Something real quick. I want to see the table. I want to see the table. All right, so you got Liverpool up top. Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Villa, Spurs. That's the top 5. Yeah, we're just gonna take it as they sit. Yeah. So where's Brighton at? Where Brighton them there? I'm gonna see you. 9th, 8th. Brighton at 8th. So if he can get them, so he can manage any of these teams. He can manage. I think you know what he might be able to manage a United because of where they at. You can't be thinking the United with Cantona and them man. You got to think of United as they are. So he can manage United, West Ham. He can manage Newcastle and Wolverhampton, Chelsea. But anyone below him, he can jump in there. You know what I mean? But to be better for his career, like you're gonna get more responsibility. There's more eyes on you. Man United is definitely ticking that list, if not the top of that list. Even if you include everybody, as in the rest of the team, even if you include everybody, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm looking at, just so you know. Is it on the screen here? No, it ain't. There, I'm looking at that. So everyone, if you're talking about eyes on a club, Man United is top of that list. But because he sits here, I'm saying he can manage the 2 above. That's both these Uniteds, West Ham and Manchester. Below, another United, Newcastle. You get me? Wolverhampton. And then anyone and below. Chelsea, bag of problems there. But I'm saying the reason why I didn't go, I started coming down when I got to Palace. I was like, but hold up. You don't want to be going down here anyway because you're up here. So it's going to be literally the Uniteds. They're straight. The Zerbi's next. That's it. The Zerbi's, oh, not Sheffield though. Take Sheffield out. All the Uniteds should be and could be where De Zerbi goes next. If he was to go anywhere, those should be his clubs. You get me? Have your chest high and say Man United. Second to that, probably Newcastle. Disrespect because West Ham are literally second in that little pile up there. You get me? But West Ham, I'd put them third. Only because of the resources and what you could do. You know what I'm saying? You could set down roots there, blood, become cult legend. At the very least, become a cult legend. You get me? If you was to do something special, not just sturdy, be special. I don't know if Newcastle got statues of their peoples out there, but you get one. You on the dig? You get one. I think that would be a good move for him to go to Newcastle United, West Ham United, or Manchester United. I think, you know what? Newcastle and Manchester, because West Ham, I don't know if they got the moolah like that. Obviously, everyone's got money because they're a Premier League club. But out of those 3, it's going to be Newcastle, of course, got the deeper pockets because they're the richest club in the world, right? By owner only, not the club is the richest. They're only the richest because their owner is the rich mofo. But United ain't shy. You get me? They ain't shy. The richest, one of the richest men in the world, only owns some. That's how you know. He only owns some of United. A percentage. But I could see De Zerbi more at United than Liverpool. But now that Liverpool, because look, Liverpool's top, bruv. You're going to go from, this is the problem. You're going to go take Brighton's manager to be the team running it right now. How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? How do you do that? Right now, if he was to go to Chelsea, he'll be helping Chelsea. Whereas I think Chelsea was above Brighton when Potter came. You know what I mean? Or Potter did the same thing, and these people are going off history and reputation. They're not going off now form and who's doing what. Because if anything, Brighton is where you need to be, bruv. Brighton is where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? But if you wanted to move, I wouldn't blame you. I would not blame you. But that said, we're going to go into a bit of Chelsea talk.
You can say I'm a player, cause I got bitches everywhere.
Player. All right, sorry, people. Let me get this up on the screen for you. Up on the screen for you. All right, let me see. Is it there? 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 All right, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Chelsea fans must be wondering if things can really get any worse at Stamford Bridge. From last season, 12th place finish to becoming a soft touch at home, the Blues are plodding towards another dreadful season. Who wrote this? Is that the name there? Where's these names coming from, man? I ain't even going to try and pronounce it. Can't pronounce it. Idiot. Looking up names. Sunday's dismissal. Sunday's dismal 4-2 defeat to Wolves. Sunday's dismal 4-2 defeat to Wolves saw them fall back into the bottom half with an even worse record than they had at this stage last season. Who was it? It was Potter, right? Was it Potter? I don't even know. Boss, Pochettino has figured in the touchline of late. The usually affable Argentinian whose history at Tottenham will never see him welcomed by some Chelsea fans, spotted with his head slumped in his hands at the weekend. If the Blues fans really think that things can't get any worse, however, they may be in for a rude surprising. Maybe in for a rude surprise. Terrible reading. Here Sunday Sports explores the myriad issues regarding the two-time European champions. It would be harsh in the extreme to blame Pochettino entirely for Chelsea's issues, given the mess that he inherited. But the 51-year-old can't escape all blame. Amid the remarkable backlog of injuries, he has failed to bring the best out of the Blues. The best out of the Blues' new look squad. Asked over the weekend about his side's lack of improvement, the under fire boss blistered. Last season I wasn't here. Last season I weren't here, blood. Don't blame me for nothing. It's 15 or 16 players that are different from last season. How can you compare? At the moment, we need to put it all in context. We need to put it all together to build a team. It's not a magic touch. If anyone at Chelsea thought that Pochettino might just have the magic touch, his side has dispelled the theory. On the pitch, and now he has off it. According to The Atlantic, some of the players have shown frustration with the basic coaching being offered, with some of the big money signings missing the structure provided by their previous bosses. His substitutions have also prompted frustration from fans, with Chelsea having struggled to turn the tide, having things have gone against them this term. Poor squad building. If Poch deserves a portion of the blame, so do the underperforming players. His players feature many youngsters, with owners Clark Lake Capital having spent much. I didn't even know that it was their owners. Clark Kent. I thought it was Todd Bowley. Or is that his business? Spent much of their staggering $1 billion transfer outlay in experienced starlets. Certain members of Pochettino's squad have been described as high on entitled, low on hunger. The lethal mix when trying to steer the ship around. Amidst a crisis, players with the what's that? The desire to get back on track might be expected to put further work in, to go on the extra mile in the pursuit of improvements. But it is called But it is claimed that most players rarely stay behind for extra work after training, seemingly trying to get away from the common as soon as possible. That doesn't mean nothing, innit? That doesn't mean nothing. Chelsea's long-term contracts. What's this? Since the Clark Kate era began, many long-term contracts have been handed out, with some players having even penned 8-year deals upon joining. It is claimed that a number of these splashy buys feel disappointed with the realities of the club compared to what they were pitched, already regretting committing themselves for so long. Chelsea's long-term contracts, 7 years. Shit, son, you lot are done, bro. You lot are there for a minute. Jesus Christ. 6 years. He ain't even play. I ain't even seen this brother play yet. He's already earning it though. Fucking hell, guys. 5 years. Yeah, man. You man signed your fucking career away, bruv. You know what I mean? That man sold their career away. There he is. This is the man that owns them, no? This is the brother that owns them. Todd. See, even the wording of this stuff. Oh, you know what? Financial concerns. Chelsea could be under pressure to sell players before June the 30th. I've heard this before. In order to comply with the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules, clubs have leeway to make the allowable losses of 105 million across 3 seasons. The Blues have received 140 million in the Premier League prize money should they finish in the current 11th. Is that how much you get for finishing 11th? Jesus Christ. That's insane. Why do you... it's TV money, I'm guessing. While they miss out on European revenue, their annual wage bill is calculated to be around 350 million. While they are set to earn around 17 million less in TV money than they had hoped. Pochettino will be eager to salvage his first season in charge in the coming weeks, starting with victory in this month's Carabao final. Winning this first trophy in the English football could plunge his side into further financial woes. However, Carabao Cup glory would see Chelsea qualify for Europa Conference League, which would require the Blues to comply with UEFA. I've heard this too, UEFA financial rules, which are stricter than those of the Premier League. Jesus Christ, UEFA rules do not allow clubs to spend more than 80% of their revenues on wages and transfers. I know that, which Chelsea's... Wait a minute, I didn't know that. UEFA rules do not allow clubs to spend more than 80% of their revenues on wages and transfers. With Chelsea's income likely to fall to around 450 million, this would give them 360 to play with, leaving just 10 million beyond their current 150 wage bill. That's crazy. That's nuts. Oh yeah, I heard about this too. The WAG was... Who's this to? Fun Unrest, we'll get to you. WAG Wars. Oh yeah, Thiago Silva's wife, Belle, raised eyebrows with her tweet appearing to take aim at Pochettino over the weekend. Following... I don't know. It could have been, but it's too vague, bruv. It's too vague. Unless she tagged people. If she tagged people, then that's different, but we'll find out, because I don't know if she tagged people. Following the defeat to Wolves, she wrote on social media, "It's time to change. If you wait any longer, it will be too late." That's it. Bell has so far refused to delete the post, much to the apparent frustration of the club's insiders. Influencer fan Astrid Witt backed Bell on social media and even replied, Can you be our man? Can you be our next manager? Astrid is also claimed to have frustrated figures within Stamford Bridge. The only fan star has been spotted taking pictures with the likes of Cole Palmer and Caicedo this season. She has now claimed that there may be no more pictures with players for a while. Alleging club chiefs have held a meeting about her. Is this her? I've had a meeting about her. I thought this was going to be about that. Oh no, that's unfair. Oh, fan unrest. Oh no, that is talking about her. That's not her. I thought that bit would have been about her. Fan unrest, yearning for glory days gone by. Chelsea fans chanting the names of both Roman Abramovich and Jose Mourinho at the weekend. Of course they did. While the former will never be returning, the latter just might. Alan Pardew reckons that his old pal could be waiting in the wings. Should Pochettino receive the boot, it would be the second time that the Portuguese star has replaced Poch, with the first occasion that Spurs having his disastrous consequences. While the Sunday Sport understand that Pochettino job is safe for now, a potential Mourinho return may appease fans in the short term. Yeah, they tried that with what's his name? Tried that with Frank. You get me? But the special one or not, Chelsea troubles are not going away anytime soon. I think Chelsea are folded, bruv. You get me? When it's coming to this money thing, because yes, they could sell people, but it's gonna have to be a setup thing. And already you can't be doing that anymore anyway. You can't be doing that no more. Man, the Premier League ain't playing that shit. You get me? The way I see it, the Premier League ain't playing that shit. What you're gonna have to do is, from what I'm seeing, is what you're gonna have to do. Chelsea they think, I don't even know if they think, but they would have had to sell man before the 30th of June. And you got to sell them like hotcakes. But the football world knows you got to sell them. Ain't no one trying to help you. Bruv. You know what I mean? So, with that said, everyone's going to run that down. So, maybe, because they did it last season, a couple seasons ago, you could have sold 3 academy man, maybe 4, and you would have been all right. You would have lined up nice. Now, everyone's going to be like, I'll give you 10 mil for your best player, blood. I'll give you 20 mil for your best player. You hear me? They're going to be trying to sell man for 60. Nah, I'll give you 30. At a push, I'll give you 35. People are not going to care. When they know you need something, they know, and they won't budge. They won't budge because they know you need it. And you wouldn't have come here if you didn't need it. You know what I mean? You need it. That's the downside for business being out in the open, especially, and people assuming you're bucking to what's being said. Like everyone banging on that Arsenal need a goalkeeper. I'm not a goalkeeper. I need a striker. Arsenal need a striker. So when we come knocking for a striker, whoever's got that striker is gonna be like, oh yeah, you really want this guy, don't you? That's why it has to be really put in the air that we in the market for a couple, man. We're gonna talk. Because if you chat fart and then you chat fart, I'm going with this guy here. Simples. You get me? They all can score. There ain't no one striker. They all can score. So if you want to chat fart, you can go. If you want to chat fart, you can go. And I'll take this brother right here. We'll go and we'll make this work. You wanna dig me? All right. Next up, we got Sir Radcliffe. We're gonna talk about what he talking about. Gee. Don't fight the feeling, it's about to go down. Take a good look. You can say it's a good look. So Radcliffe, what are you up to, my brother? What are you up to? I don't know what number he is when it comes to the richest man, but Sir Radcliffe hit by furious backlash by rival fans over plans for 2 billion taxpayer-funded Man United Wembley of the North. So Radcliffe has been hit by furious backlash amid his plans for a 2 billion taxpayer-funded stadium. Look, we already got West Ham that run that game. You don't need that up there. Don't take the piss. Don't take the piss out of the people. You know what I mean? I know West Ham did it via a deal. It wasn't built for them. So it's not even really the same thing. This is probably worse. Now, the West Ham thing was built for the Olympics. That's what it was built for. West Ham just moved in. You get me? Caught a good deal because contracts you negotiate and you do what you do. So I don't even blame them for that. But it wasn't built for West Ham. Whereas this brother here, he's trying to build something for Man United, as far as I know. But he wants to build it for Man United and give it the little, yeah, it's the Wembley up north. Why? You get me? Why? Just begging. He's trying to make more dough out of stuff because Old Trafford's falling down. The Old Trafford chief has long planned to rebuild the Theatre of Dreams, and a new part owner, Radcliffe, is on board with the idea. Okay, in fact, Sunday Sport understands that Radcliffe plans to include lobbying the government's levelling up pledges to give the north of England a venue to rival the 90,000 capacity Wembley Stadium. Oh, seen. So they already want to do it. They already want to do a thing somewhere up there, and he wants to take heed in that and take that money and put it into Man United. But fans have responded furiously, as one said, if they want a new ground, they can fund it themselves. Another added, I don't recall Arsenal or Spurs asking a taxpayer to pony up a bucket load of cash to build the Emirates or White Hart Lane. Salute to you, blood, North London. Let the billionaire Ratcliffe dip in his own pockets. Yeah, blood. That has to be a North Londoner. Yeah, I mean. See? He stands strong then. North London stand up, blood. See that? Ain't no one asked for nothing. Although I personally think Spurs did a mad thing. Yeah, I mean, funny how the riots happened, then boom, boom, new stadium. Funny that. Don't put us with them, blood. I like the or. It's not and slash and all that shit. We did that off our own back, blood. Had to make sure Arsenal was in situ. One fan fumed. It's the start of another North American model. First ESL with closed competitions, and now with public's subsiders for stadiums. Yeah, boy, Radcliffe should know better. Stadium subsiders are a waste of taxpayers' money. Another slammed, I don't live in the north, but I live in an area dying for investment. So the idea that my taxes could go along with millions more towards funding Man United stadiums is disgusting under the guise of leveling up too. Yeah. If they give that up, I don't know if you can see that on screen. Can you see it? Let me double check. Yeah, you can. It's just not big. But yeah, they're looking to move it literally over there. It's not even moving it. You know what I mean? The distance that they're moving it, you might as well just rebuild on the spot that you're on. You know what I mean? You're out here blocking roads and shit, bruv. Madness. But they can do what they want in it. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. I would suggest putting it right in the middle of this. That see, they got this shape here, and then they got the other shape of the ground here in the middle, and build shit around, man. Build shit for the people. You know what I mean? You can't take the people's money and just make it about Man United. That's rude, bruv. Even Tracy Crouch, MP, the former sports minister, whose recommendations have led to plans for the independent football regulator, opposed the idea. She told the City Right, just start here X and Robbie talking. Crazy. She told City AM Sir Radcliffe knew what he was taking on when he bought Manchester United. Old Trafford may need upgrading to meet today's standards, but funding should not come out of the taxpayers' pocket to benefit billionaires who own the club, especially as other clubs like Bury have faced ruin. You get me? Devastating the town around them with no bailout from the public purse. There you go. Straight up. Teams like Bury gone, blood. Public purse didn't do nothing. So fuck you, man. Get me, you billionaire, man. Build it then, innit? Do your thing. You know what I mean? Another plan consideration is to develop the south stand of the 74,000 capacity crowd. Current estimates put expansion cost at around 800 million, while building a completely new ground would cost 2 billion. So they want to double Tottenham. They want to double Tottenham's £1 billion stadium, make a £2 billion stadium. You look just like money spending, boy. The plans for the development of the current stadium have been cited internally as taking 8 years to complete. Radcliffe has also reportedly reopened dialogue with the mayor of Manchester, Andy Burnham, and other officials in the Trafford Council over the future of the ground. What do you guys think, man? What are you saying about that? Do you think the people, I don't even know if it's the people of North or just the people of Manchester who will be paying for that? It's got to be a North thing because 2 billion. They want the new one. They want the new one. So that's 2 billion. But if they just fix Old Trafford, that's 800 million. Either way, they're going to want money from the taxpayers. And I think that's disgusting. Again, I go back to the West Ham one. But it's terrible negotiating from the London side. Whoever owned it before, it was bad negotiating on their side. I can't blame West Ham for the negotiating well. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they would have just stayed at Upton Park. But I'm sure there's a percentage that taxpayers pay to upkeep West Ham's. I'm sure there is. I'm sure. But I don't know if it's everyone. You get me? Are people in Manchester's tax going towards West Ham? I don't know. I don't know if it's just a Newham area thing. I don't know if it's just an Waltham Forest. I don't know. But I do not agree that the people should be paying. You lot are billionaires, man. Go and talk to your friend on your yacht. You get me? Shake two champagne bottle over two gal. Pss, pss. And transfer the money, blood. Get your thing built. You get me? That's the problem with people. All these billionaires, they're the tightest mofos. You get me? They're the tightest mofos. All this stuff is not their money. You know what I'm saying? And because they're well known or because they're seen a lot, because they're popular, whatever you want to say it, people will give them things. You know what I'm saying? So other people would see it. Other people think because they got it, they want it, and they'll go out and buy it. But the whole time, man like Ratcliffe and all these men, it's been lent to them or given to them. You know what I'm saying? These men don't buy nothing. Just people want them to have it. They want them to have it. They don't want them, maybe I'll buy it, maybe I won't. No, we need you to have it. Because if you got it, everyone else is going to want it. Let me know what you guys think down below, man. Let me know what you think down below, man. All right, next up, we're going to talk about, what's his face? Mbappe. He's getting money.
Again with the Bar Level Sports Show, your midweek sports fix. Join us live every Wednesday at 12 noon with your hosts Karma and MC50. Fast-paced, dynamic, and always on point, the Bar Level Sports Show, where the action never stops.
All right, people. So here we go. Talk about this one right now. So let's go get some off my screen. Yeah, right. So we're going to talk about this bit right here. Mbappe is reportedly set to earn more than Jude Bellingham's entire transfer fee, with Real Madrid signing on bonus. What? The signing on bonus is going to be more than the transfer of Julian, which is, as you can see on the screen here, is 115 million to back foot. Mbappe is out of contract at Paris Saint-Germain this summer. Yeah. And reports claim that he has decided to join Real Madrid on a sensational free transfer. It ain't free though. The World Cup winner who has 29 goals, I'll say he's not 29. The World Cup winner who has 29 goals this season is set to line up in a stunning team, including, yes, Junior, can't say that name. This is, I always get it wrong. And the England star Bellingham. But despite technically being free transfer, Mbappe signing. Oh, okay. But despite technically being a free transfer, Mbappe's signing will not come cheap for real. A transfer expert claims that because there is no fee for PSG, the Frenchman will instead be able to pocket an enormous signing on bonus. Andy Brassel told TalkSport that this could be as much as 128.5 million, 13.5 million more than the 115 million Real paid for Borussia Dortmund. Paid Borussia Dortmund for Bellingham last summer. He said, of course, the fact is Mbappe will be leaving about 80 million, 60.5 million on the table, as well as terms of a loyalty bonus. That is how he got himself back in the team at PSG in autumn, by agreeing to that. As a free transfer, A free transfer is not free. There's always a huge signing on fee. Okay, seen. So he would be getting an estimated 128 million. That's 150 euros signing on fee from Real Madrid. Very unusual for Real Madrid. They would be letting him keep the majority of his image rights. What? Which obviously could run into not even the tens of millions, but the hundreds of millions. Brussels also revealed Mbappe is likely to be taking a 50% pay cut to move to Real Madrid, but that will still see him earn a massive 30 million a year. Brussels added, "We have said all along that this move wasn't about money. Now, bear in mind that he's been earning under his contract at PSG for the last coming up to 2 years, 70 million. That's 61.5 million per year before tax. So that is about 48 million. Yet with the French tax laws, they are. Oh, that is 4 million net with the French tax laws as they are. It looks like he is going to earn 30 million a year at Real Madrid. So we are talking about him taking 50% pay cut. Now this is just too much money, man. Now he was always going to lose. He was always going to choose PSG if it was about the money. But we always said it was not down to the money. Yeah, but he's made that up, bruv. If they're giving him 130 million, yeah, they're giving him 128.5 million up front. Put that in your bank account, bruv. You get me? Don't think that, and he's keeping the majority of his image rights. Blood, he's making bank, blood. And you're saying, hold on a minute, let me go back. And you're saying at PSG he was making 61 million, 61.5 before tax. Yeah, so that's 48 million. So you think the 18 million that's 18 million less, right? He's getting 30 million at Real Madrid. He's going to get 30 million a year at Real Madrid. So that's 18 million less. It's 18 million less. But he's got 128 in the bank. They just gave him that 128. He's got money for his image rights. Yeah, there's going to be scoring bonus. There's going to be winning the Champions League bonus, winning the La Liga bonus, winning the Cup bonus. Behave yourself, bruv. You're not telling me he ain't earning more. Yeah, me. It's just his basic wage. Literally, that's it. They want you to forget everything and say he's only getting 38 here. He's only getting 30 here when he got 48 over there. All right, cool, innit? But damn, talk about shitting on Bellingham's parade, bruv. Talk about shitting on Bellingham's parade. You mean to tell me, even though Mbappe, I think Mbappe is class, but you mean to tell me you bought me for 115, I'm smashing everything. I'm smashing it down to the point where they can't even stop talking about me back home. Smashing it down. You trying to tell me that you're just going to let this brother come in and you're going to give him more than what you paid for me as a signing on fee. I wonder what Bellingham's signing on fee is. Get me? I wonder. But let me know down below what you think. What you think about all those numbers right there. Let me know what you think about all those numbers right there. Big up YT, brother. I see you, man. I spoke about that already. Yeah, 5 ain't with me today. But I see you, man. I see ya. Yeah, man. I think you should have won 4-2, bruv. I think you should have won 4-2, man. You get me? I was saying that. I thought you should have won 4-2. But I'm going to jump into my next topic. FA Cup, man. FA Cup. Just quickly, a little chat.
I got my girl, you got your man. Keep it cool, nothing has to change. Just take one
number and save it under a different name. Sorry. Yeah, I just want to talk about FA Cup real quick, peoples. I just saw this article and I was like, let's talk about it. So it's the FA Cup 5th round draw holders, Man City facing Luton. Get me? Wow, Maidstone United play Coventry. See that? Look at that. Look at that. Just in time for YT to be here as well. Yeah, me. What do you think about that, YT Wagwan? How you feeling? You got City. Can you handle that? Can you, man, take on City? Non-league side, Maidstone United will travel to Coventry in the FA Cup 5th round. You know what? I'm supporting Maidstone, man. My missus is from up there. You get me? Kent Town, Kentish. You get me? Maidstone. Seeing everyone around there getting their chest up, feeling excited like they actually support them. They don't support them. Don't lie. You get me? Don't lie to yourself. But big them up. Big up their manager. Their man are doing good. They beat the National League South Club from Kent. Pulled off one of the great upsets in FA Cup history by winning 2-1 at Ipswich. And Ipswich is on the up. Ipswich are doing bits. That's the manager right there. Get me? Big up man like George. You hear me? Big up man like George. You know what I mean? Brighton will travel to Wolves, Bournemouth, entertaining champion leader Leicester, Liverpool. Liverpool will face Southampton. The winners of the replays between Bristol City and Nottingham will face Man United, who beat Newport just. Get me? See, I was going to talk about two teams, but I thought that's what the article was. So it's Blackburn versus Newcastle, Chelsea versus Villa or Leeds, Bournemouth versus Leicester, as we said, Liverpool versus Southampton, Bournemouth or Nottingham Forest versus United, Wolves versus Brighton, Coventry versus Maidstone, and Luton versus Man City. Let me see if YT said anything about Luton versus Y City. Here we go. There. I think it is a good cup tie. We only lost 2-1 at Arsenal. I think we'll absolutely dominate them. Not mad at that, bruv. You did I was going to say, what was the score? I forgot what the score was. See? 2-1. 2-1 to City. Flipping 3-2 to Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Did you draw with Liverpool? Was it you lot? Someone drew with Liverpool. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, they won't care that much about the FA Cup, and we are on good form. I hope you do care about it, man. Get me? Because it'll be good. It'll be good. You know what I mean? It'll be a good run. But yeah, you do need to has Southampton played Watford in the replay yet? I'm not sure, you know. What did I just read there? Southampton. Yeah, they must. Wait, hold on a minute. What did you say? Southampton played Watford. Southampton must have beat them because Southampton are playing Liverpool, so they must have beat them. They must have beat them. They must have beat them. We drew Liverpool. Yeah, man, you lot did good. That's what I'm saying. All the big boys came down there and it got a little sticky. I'm sure we still got you got to come to us. I'm sure. You haven't come to us yet, have you? You ain't come to us. We've only played you once. So yeah, we gotta play you again, bruv. That's another sticky game. They're out, bruv. They're out. I don't know what the score was, but clearly Southampton. It doesn't say Southampton or Watford. Get me? Let me just double check. Watford are not here. No, that's Wolves. No, Watford are not here at all. But I'll give a quick prediction. Let me give her a quick prediction. Get me? You've come to us. What was that? That draw? Oh no, you have to come to us. Sorry, I read that wrong. I was like, I don't remember you being at the Emirates, but yeah. No, yeah, you have to come to us. Hold on, let me give these predictions and then we'll move on to the next one. Talking about Timber. Get me? But let me just give quick. All right, Blackburn versus Newcastle. Newcastle will wrap that up. Big up Bobby, you get me? But Newcastle will wrap that up. Chelsea versus Aston Villa or Leeds. I'm thinking Aston Villa is going to beat Leeds, and unless they put out like a weak team and then Leeds might take that. If Aston Villa put out a proper team, it don't matter. They should take whoever, Chelsea or Leeds. They should take them both out. But if they've got a weakened team, Chelsea might take it more serious and Chelsea might win between if they got to play Villa or Leeds. Bournemouth versus Leicester. Leicester's on top of the Champions League. Bournemouth are floating in the middle of the Premier. Or are they? How low are they? I forget. Let's check. Where's Bournemouth? They're 12th. They're just below Chelsea. I go Bournemouth. I say Bournemouth would win that. I even give my prediction, have I? I mean, score prediction. I'll do that after. Liverpool beat Southampton. Forest versus United. I just want Bristol City to win that no matter what. I want Bristol City to win that. Wolves versus Brighton. I don't know because they're both fighting right now, but I'm just going to lean towards Brighton. Coventry versus Maidstone. I'm going with Maidstone. Luton versus Man City, and I'm going with Luton. Quick fire through that again. Newcastle should beat Blackburn back 4-1. Chelsea can beat either of those two teams only if Villa is playing a weak team, and that will be 2-1 to Chelsea either game, unless it is a strong Villa team, and then it's 3-1 to Villa against any one of those two teams, Chelsea or Leeds. Bournemouth versus Leicester. I'm going to give that 2-1 to Bournemouth. Liverpool versus Southampton. I think that might be like a 5-0, 5-1 to Liverpool. Bristol City, I think they're going to end up playing United, and I'd love that to be a 2-1 Bristol City. Brighton, I think they can take that, be a 3-2 or a 4-2 to Brighton. Coventry versus Maidstone, I say 2-1 to Maidstone United. And Luton versus Man City, you're going to have my chest out and say 2-1 to Luton. Say something, say nothing, blood. Say nothing, blood. Did I say Champions League? Championship. I meant to say championship. That's funny. Although they were in it once upon a time. They were in it once upon a time. That's hilarious. They're top of the Champions League, you know. All right, I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about Mr. Timber.
Bringing you the hottest takes, the latest scores, and the most electrifying moments in the world of sports. Don't miss out on the action. Tune in and turn up the intensity.
All right, people. Next part, we're going to talk about this brother right here, Guna. Mr. Timber, he's back. Well, he's back in training. You know what I mean? He's back in training. So, in this short managerial career so far, Mikel Arteta has learned that no matter how good your recruitment is, you are always one injury away from having your vision shattered. The perfect example is Timber, the player that the Spanish coach was desperate to land in the summer, one that he felt was, can't even say the word, revolutionise Arsenal on and off the ball as from a fullback position. Arteta and sporting director Edu worked for months to agree a 40 million bargain, need to say that, from Ajax back in July, hence the heartbreak from Timber's ACL rupture in August 12th Prem opener. Yeah, man, Charity Shield, innit? Literally did it in the Charity Shield, man. Had a nice little preseason. During the Gunners preseason tour of the States, after a 5-0 victory over the MLS All-Stars where Timber made his debut, Arteta spoke glowingly of the Dutch 22-year-old. See, young buck as well. We need to get his brother. We need to get his brother this summer. I don't give a fuck what no one say. I got both of them on FIFA. Need them. He said he's so comfortable on the ball. He's got that aggression in the jaws and that what's that? Dynamism was really like, which I really like. Diamond. You know what? I can't say the word. Terrible. I swear I got dyslexia. You saw with his first actions, high press, won the ball straight away, won the duel and was ready to go. He is going to be really important player for us. And then one game, blood, man, even when I saw him go down, I knew it. Even during his lengthy rehabilitation phase, you have to say it like that because I can say it. Rehabilitation phase, Arteta made the point of stressing how much Timber has been missed in several press press conferences. Back in November, Arteta gushed, you talk to anybody at the London Connolly, everyone that goes close to him, they'll tell you that he's a really special character. We're really impressed when we signed him, because when you see the player training in our environment, you go, wow, what an incredible player. And last month, Arteta went as far as admitting his plans for how the team would look. This campaign had to be scrapped after Timber hobbled off against Nottingham Forest. Was it Nottingham Forest? I thought it was the Champions League. I keep saying Champions League. That's your fault, Whitey. I thought it was the Charity Shield. No? I thought it was the Charity Shield, man. Arteta added it was a huge blow. Everyone could see from day one what he was going to bring to the team. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it. I can't say it because I'm trying to read it. But you know, he can do many things. The quality, the leadership, and the ability that he did not have to have a back line. That we did not have in the back line. In the meantime, Arteta has to plunge on using Zinchenko and Tomiyasu at left back, with both also missing parts of the season through injury. Polish centre back Kivior even disputed in the role in the second half of their vital 3-1 victory over Liverpool last weekend. Zinchenko limped off with another calf issue. Didn't know that. I was wondering why he put him there. I thought he put him there because he wanted a defender there. And even though Zinchenko was doing good, he did good. Quietly did good. I did wonder why. Tomiyasu is expected to be thrown back into the face of West Ham on Saturday. So far, Arsenal have the best defence in the top flight. Thank you. Salute. You get me? With the fewest XG. I don't even care about that conceit. That XG bollocks. I don't care about that shit, bruv. That's bollocks, bruv. Don't care about it. That's. I say it's bollocks. It's bollocks for us to know about. Who cares? Who cares, blood? But Arteta is seemingly counting down the days until his first choice Timber makes his long-awaited return, which could come soon as the end of this month without any setbacks. What a time to make your return with Arsenal title challenge. Arsenal title charge given a new lease of life and the Champions League knockouts on the horizon. The Dutch international has picked up the pace in his recovery, with a ball at his feet and being slowly integrated into full training with the squad, including during the last month's warm weather break in Dubai. Yeah, man, I think that warm, and we came back in a hot palace, blood. We need to do that again. Get me? The Dutch international has picked up I read that already. Such is his character and attitude. However, Timber has used this time to get to his time away well, getting to grips with life in London on and off the pitch, as well as feeding his desires to learn new skills. He recently attended a Saracen rugby match to get to grips with the rules and the different tactical setups, and admits to sitting at home watching any darts match he can find on TV. Timber said, these moments will definitely make me stronger. It's an opportunity for me to do well. Even though I'm not playing, I can take this moment to become stronger mentally, physically, and also feel at home in this group of boys. I have some more time to watch them, see how we play, how I can fit in, and I can fit in when I get on the pitch. Yeah, but I like the mindset of this youth here, blood. Yeah, man, Timber has been ever present at the Emirates, supporting the side this season, even inviting his twin brother Quentin over for a match during the Christmas period, a rare meet up these days. Timber continues, sometimes you really want to join the team when you are enjoying the game so much, you really want to go down there and be part of it. That's frustrating. It looks so amazing that you want to be part of it, but I use that as a motivation during my recovery. Apart from the injury, the move has been really good. I've had some time to really integrate into the club and to London. Now I do feel at home and I feel comfortable. There's still times he misses his family, especially with 4 brothers, 2 of which play football, and a devoted mother who is constantly between Netherlands and England. This is the first time that Durin has even been in a different country to his twin Quinton from the age of 4, and from the age of 4 until a few years ago, they had always played at the same club. Ah, bless their cotton socks. I thought he was going to say from the age of 4, they've never been apart. I was going to say, what happened the first 3 years? uh, Straight to their local club, DVSU, then onto Feyenoord at 6 years old, alongside older brother Dylan. Before Ajax came calling 6 years later, the breakup happened in 2021 as Quinton switched to Utrecht. Jeremy remained at Ajax. Oh, I thought Quinton's still at Ajax. Learning his trade under the management, Eric Ten Hag, dealing with his setback without Quinton by his side has been tough, but it has also been a time. Yeah, it has also been the making of Duran. He explained in the past it has made it easier moving to a new club with Quinton. At that stage, you don't really realize, but when you look back, you realize you had someone there alongside you, and it was never that difficult joining somewhere new. That's why we're so close. We did the same thing at school, and we did the same thing at school and with football. So every day we were together. Everywhere we went, we even had the same friends. It's interesting. That's all we knew. That's all. Look at them. That's all we knew. We were so used to it until the point we split up. But still, somehow it wasn't strange. I don't know why. It wasn't strange. I don't know why, but it felt normal. I knew it would be. I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen one day. Going it alone, Timber on the verge of reuniting with his Arsenal teammates as well as manager that has believed in him from the very beginning. I like Timber, blood. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, we need to go and get his brother, blood. Sometimes you need that. You need that. You get me? You need that. You get me? You need that. Sometimes you need that. So big up Timber. Hope to see him soon. Wagwan. YT, what y'all chatting? With such a great car. You know what? He's just not ready. Or he has to wait. You get me? Because he has to wait. Because he's not Rice. Unless Rice is going to going to push further up. He's not Rice. He could be the replacement for Jorginho when time for Jorginho to step out, because Jorginho's he's older. You know what I'm saying? Party's gonna bounce, but we need someone who's on it now. And I don't think he's on it now. I don't think he's on it for our level. He's on it for you, man. Get me? Which is weird because we need him to be strong. And for you, man, you need strong man. You get me? They need to be strong now to save you today. You get me? But I don't know. Some people just fit differently, different places. Look at flipping Barkley, bruv. Look what Barkley's doing. Where's Barkley been? Everton, Chelsea, innit? And this is the best I've seen him. When he came on at Everton, yeah, cool. But Chelsea killed him. He lucky he survived, because look what they did to Drinkwater. Fucking hell. Where's Drinkwater? They killed Drinkwater's life. Don't even know what happened to that youth. You know what I mean? He's better than... No, that's what I'm saying. He makes you, man, look better. But look what Jorginho did against Liverpool week gone. You get me? I personally, anytime I see Jorginho and Havertz on the field together, I'm nervous. It makes me nervous. But this is like 3 times now they've proven me different. So now I'm going to have to just back up off that feeling and shake that off, because, you get me? It's when Jorginho does too much. Him trying to hold the ball up for too long, get it out. Do your job. What he did against Liverpool was perfect, bruv. I haven't seen Lokonga do that for us. You hear me? Is he your central defender? Is he your defensive midfielder? Didn't even know that. I thought he was more attacking, actually. Because he ain't built for that at Arsenal. When I've been watching him play, he ain't built for that, bruv. But again, I like that he's with you lot. Because he's learning to be tough. You know what I mean? He's learning to be strong. Can't play for Luton and be some punk. You know what I mean? And that's what we want. That's why he sent him there. I think that was a good place to send him. Personally, I think it was a damn good place to send him. You know what I mean? I have no idea, but yes, at least I think they're going to want at least 35 mil. Get me? Because they consider him a flop. And get some change. You know what I mean? Get some change. And if it's the end of the season thing, You men are gonna get dough for staying up. So you're gonna have that. You're gonna get dough for staying up. I just read, I think Chelsea gonna make like 140 for finishing 11th. Crazy. Or I think that's what they got for finishing 12th last season or whatever. Wherever they finished, they made like 140, bruv. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Oh yeah, so Barkley is the attacker, the attacking midfielder. But you got Barkley. Is Barkley alone? Is Barkley alone? Or I thought Barkley was permanent already. But if Barkley's alone, I would say work on Barkley than Lukonga. But yeah, me because Barkley is shining light right now, brother. Shining light. All right, we're gonna talk about some shithousery now. The biggest shithousery in the.
I got my girl, you got your man. Keep it cool, nothing has to change. Just take my
number and save it under a different name. Shithousery. Are you ready for the shithousery? Let's see who's on this list. Premier League top 10 biggest shithousery. Get me, including Montpellier, Vardy, and the likes. And the latest Carl Walker scrap. Oh, they got a countdown here. You get me? Where the countdown at? So we got countdown. We got Jordan Pickford, the goalkeeper. Everton is no stranger to winding up the opponents on the pitch. Pickford has been seen dramatically diving on the pitch in order to kill time in games. Yeah, the England number one has also been known to voice his opinion as well as celebrate wildly, which he did against Newcastle earlier this season. David Batty. I don't know if what David Batty does was considered shithousery. I think he meant that shit. You get me? David Batty, the former England and Leeds midfielder, gets his spot on the list for his antics against Sampdoria in a friendly. Batty was clever in delaying free kicks, bullying the Italian team's players. He later admitted that he was enjoying making everyone laugh. See? Laughing. Eric Lamar is pum. Yeah, the former Tottenham attacker may not have reached his full potential in England, not at all, following a big move from Roma. However, he provided some brilliant moments of skill and shithousery. The Argentinian would score a Rabona goal that then rolled in a couple of kicks and elbows. What? On his opponents. Are you talking about the goal against us? Because they lost that game. Get me? Talk about it. Get me? Robert Huth was a subtle master of the art of shithousery during his time in the Premier League. He put his talents to use as he helped Leicester win the Premier League. One famous moment was when Louis van Gaal hit out on the defender for pulling Famili's hair in the game. Wait a minute. What? The man then copied the actions against Arsenal, in which Huth tweeted, "Looks like I taught him well." Who did it? Oh, yeah. I was going to say, whose hair you pulling at Arsenal? Talking about Guendouzi, innit? Diego Costa, troublemaker. Get me about shithousery. He's a fucking troublemaker, bruv. The former Chelsea striker gained a massive fan base for his militant performance. While he was loved by Chelsea fans for the opposition supporters, he would often take up the role of the phantom villain. He did not change after leaving the Blues, as he came back to haunt Liverpool in the Champions League in 2022. My brother here, Aaron Ramsdale, Rambo, the Arsenal keeper, has become one of the best shithouseries in the league since he's moved to the Emirates. Fact. Running that game, especially if we're talking goalkeepers. You get me? He should be the number one goalkeeper on this list. This should be the number one spot for the goalkeeper. Ramsdale is not afraid to give it back to the opposition fans who have been chanting at him. He has been spotted responding to Brentford fans and celebrating at Leeds supporting at Ellen Road. Boom. Luis Suarez. Really? Shithousery or violence, bruv? Jesus Christ. You get me? Suarez was one of the best one of the best of the dark arts of football while at Liverpool. He once celebrated a goal against Everton by diving in front of the then manager David Moyes after the Scotsman called him out for play acting. His shithousery did get him into trouble a couple of times as he was slapped with a 10-game ban for biting Chelsea's Ivanovic, is just one of those. I was going to say, this not shithousery, it's not violence, bruv. It's cheeky. It's not violence, man. Man. That's different. Here comes this waste man, bruv. Adebayor was responsible for one of the most iconic moments of shithousery in football. Now, this could have gone left. He lucky. We was away. That could have gone left, blood. In 2009, he netted for Manchester City just months after leaving Arsenal and proceeded to run the length of the pitch to celebrate in front of the Gunner supporters. Fans have never forgotten that moment. Although last year he admitted that he had put it behind him. Is it? Don't care if you put it behind you, bruv. Okay. What's his name? How do you Mabai? Yeah, you pronounce it Mabai. Mabubai. I don't know how you pronounce it. But either way, the Brentford ace has become one of the most prime suspects for shithousery in the Premier League. Yes, he has. Get me? His recent celebrations and words irritate his opponents back this up. Sometimes he does not even need to make it up on the pitch, as he was booked for kicking a ball away while warming up against Chelsea. Oh, I was going to say, how can you get booked up? How can you get booked for when you're warming up? You mean at the stop before the game's been kicked off, but he means while he's warming up. Jamie Vardy's without a doubt the king of the shithousery from his time in the Premier League. Do you think the profit forwards seem to have planned a specific celebration against every club he faced, whether he was flipping his arms like an eagle or howling like a wolf? Yeah, oh yeah, he was not afraid to be the villain. Yeah. He gave it to them. I don't know if he was the king. I think Rambo might be the king. I think Rambo personally might be the king. You hear me? So, these nearly cause violence, Adebayor and flipping Suarez biting, and the one where he dove. That's just one thing. That's not what he did. You get me? This guy here is a troublemaker because I don't find it. I think shithousery. This brother here, him, definitely Vardy. You know what I'm saying? But definitely Rambo. But Costa, I'm not too sure about Hoof. Not too sure about Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Pickford maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me know down below who you think is the biggest shithousery player that you can think of. I can't. Off that list, other than that list, and maybe the whole crazy gang, Wimbledon, that's old school. Guendouzi gave it a little bit when he was Arsenal. You get me? I don't count Roy Keane and Vieira. That's not shithousery. That's man. You get me? That's different. I don't know what that is, but let me know down below if you can think of anyone that should be on that list that wasn't on that list. Let me know down below. Sorry. What is my brother here? YT talking about? What's he saying here? I think he's one of the best transfers this season. He's free. Oh, that's why he got 96. You talking about Barkley? If you're talking about Barkley, yeah, you are talking about him. We got him free 2 years. It's all right then, isn't it? Give him a what? What's FIFA not give him what? A TOT dub. What's that? You want him to get is that a young player winners award or something? What's TOTW? What do you say? And I'll be like, duh. But I'm gonna move on to the next topic till you let me know what that means. What I'm gonna be like, obviously. So we did that. All right. Next up, reaction video, man. Reaction video. We got a angry Spurs fan. We're gonna talk about. It's funny. It is funny. It is funny because it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Oh, team of the week. Well, it's not really up to FIFA. Team of the week, Premier League, innit? Not FIFA, but yeah, probably. I ain't seen it. He should have been on it already, so he wasn't on it. I'm guessing he wasn't on it. I haven't seen it, but yeah. All right, we're gonna be back. We're gonna talk about this angry Spurs guy.
You can say I'm a player, cause I got bitches everywhere.
Player, you can play her, and if you play her, you're a hater. All right, people, I'm gonna play this for you. I'm gonna let it run a little bit. Then, we're gonna talk about it. Hilarious.
No, right. You're saying that. Okay. If that's a snip,
Yeah.
why hasn't Arsenal, Manchester United, and Manchester City and Liverpool bought him first?
Why is that a problem?
No, I've asked you this question. Answer my question, please, matey. Answer my question.
Maybe their recruitment's not as good.
Stop stuttering.
I've just answered it.
And tell me.
They're talking about Maddison right now because these two were just kissing his bum, saying how great Maddison is. So this Spurs fan has phoned up and he's asking them why no one else go for him if he's so great and it's only 40 mil. Why no one else go for him?
Me? Go on.
I've just answered it, but you were shouting over me.
Go on, tell me.
I said maybe their recruitment's not as good.
And then, oh no,
Matt,
don't even go down.
Can I answer it? Can I answer it? Can I?
Do you know what?
Well, hold on, Matt. Hold on. I'll tell you about Man United's recruitment, right? We went out and spent 90 million on Anthony. That's Man United's recruitment. We spent 70 million on Casemiro. There's Man United's recruitment. The list carries on. Why do you have a problem? Hold on. I'll ask you a question, Matt. I'll ask you a question, right? Is he a good player? Is he worth 40 million?
Yeah, I suppose he's worth 40 million.
That's what I said.
He almost didn't want to say yes. And I can even say as a gooner, Maddison is definitely worth 40. He's definitely worth 40.
Right, but I've asked you a different question. I didn't ask you if he's worth it or not. I'm asking you.
He's good value, Matt.
If he's that good, why hasn't he gone to Man City and Man United and Arsenal and Liverpool? Why not?
Because you're not Man United, you're not Arsenal, and you're not Liverpool.
No,
that's
why.
why.
Nothing to do with anything.
I don't get why you've got this question. What difference does it make?
No, my question is, if he's that much of a snip, then the top four would have got him.
Not necessarily.
Okay, why?
Do you know why?
That is not a happy bunny, blood.
Mr. Maddison, yeah, as much as he's good, yeah, we know there's cracks in his armour.
No, there isn't.
I know it. I listen, there is.
What does Goldstein mean, no, there isn't? So he's the best player in the world. Because if you ain't got no chinks in your armour, you're the best.
What cracks? Yeah. There's cracks in your armour, Matt.
Right, let me tell you, he's too busy going on social media trying to have a little thing with Neil Maupay. You know, even Ange told him, really, mate, seriously. Going on about that. Anyway, let's move on from that. Yeah.
Do you like him, Matt? Matt, do you like him?
No, because
you don't like
know
him.
What it is. Right. It's not. No,
I hope he leaves then.
It's not.
I hope he leaves and goes to a bigger club, and you'll be happy.
To do with that. It's not nothing to do with that. It's about you guys, and I don't know what you lot got in with the owner, but you guys, along with those Spurs fans, it just baffles me.
Yeah.
And my co-host is just like this guy. He don't give fuck, bruv. If you were here earlier and you heard the Spurs predictions that he gives, he'd never saying Spurs is winning. He doesn't know. He's not having it. He's not having it. He doesn't care about beating Burnley and Brentford. He don't care about that, blood. Beat City, beat Arsenal, beat Man United. That's who he's saying. He don't care. You know what I mean?
Baffles me how you guys keep bigging up Tottenham Hotspur, and I think to myself, this is a football club that's gone a little bit forward, sideways, and toppled nose diving down. And now you've got a manager in there, and you lot think Tottenham are going places. How did you get that out?
Well, you're fourth. You're fourth.
Daniel Levy, listen to me. Please
Matt, you
listen
fool.
to me. Daniel Levy has
Can
an
I just say,
agenda.
Matt, I've been listening to you for the last 2 minutes.
what's
You're
wrong with Matt?
spouting so much nonsense.
Matt, what's wrong with
You're
you?
fourth in the league. James Maddison, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the bargains of the transfer window. You've got a hold on, let me finish. You've got a manager in Ange Postecoglou who, for the first time in God knows how many years at Spurs, is playing such attractive football. You've got Spurs. Hold on, let me finish. You've got Spurs fans coming out the ground, win, lose or draw, with a smile on their face. And yes, they do.
That's not a good look though to say that. Fans shouldn't be. You shouldn't see what I'm saying. Why they get to leave? Why they're the only club that gets to leave, win, lose or draw, leaving smiling because what they played exciting football but lost. That's not the level that you want to be at. You don't want to play exciting football and lose. No one wants to do that. Hence why you have managers like Conte, like Jose, who don't play that shit. You get me? They don't play that shit. The excitement part is a counter-attack. That's the exciting part. The rest of that shit is making sure they don't concede.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Matt, don't.
Yes, they do. Well, Matt doesn't, because he sells enough burgers.
Andy, I'm there every game. I see it.
Right.
It's like you can hear a pin drop when Tottenham lose because people just want to get away.
Are you happy?
Because, do you know
Are you
what?
happy, Matt?
Losing to this team.
He's not happy.
Losing to this
He's not
team.
happy.
Listen. It's not about not being happy. It's the
Please.
facts, mate. The facts are.
What are the facts?
The
You're
facts
fourth.
are. The facts. No, the facts are.
Yeah, you are false.
The agenda is the agenda. Please listen to me. The agenda.
Please listen. See, they just keep cutting them off. When people do that, you have to realize sometimes someone's saying something that they don't want to share. They don't want it to be said. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people aren't just chatting fart. You know what I mean? And I ain't saying that because I'm a gooner and I want a Spurs fan to shit on Tottenham. I be defending Tottenham against my Spurs friends. They like them. Get me? So I say they don't like them. They don't like the manager. You get me? They don't care about his CV from Scotland. They don't. I have had to defend Kane, and I'll be like, "Why are you making me defend your team? Why are you making me defend these players?" Get me? But they're not happy, bruv. They're not happy as a fan base. I'm telling you, it's not joyful. Don't worry about the 2-2s that you see on the popular platforms. In general, they're not sweet.
Agenda is
Calm down.
top four.
All right, well, you're in it. You're in the top
I'm
four.
not shouting. I'm talking.
Shouting.
I'm getting very agitated because top four is what the aim is for this owner. That's all he was interested in.
Do you want top four?
Yes, right. No, I don't want top four.
Okay. I hope you don't get it then. Hope you're happy. Hope you come fifth.
Matt, Matt, what's going on?
He doesn't want top four.
Matt, what's going on?
Candy, listen to me, mate. Please listen to me, right?
Hold on, Matt. We've got to go to an ad break now.
Honestly.
Matt, I don't know what to say to you, but I've got to go to an ad break.
And what does that mean?
Well, I mean, you can carry on.
I'm going to leave that there for Matt to be pissed about. Told you, boy. So, Matt ain't happy. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, people. I want to know what you think about Matt. Is Matt right? Do you think he's right? Should you give him? Do you give him right? I personally think that they be begging Postecoglou. I call him Big Ange because, you know, like Big Sam, innit, is what it is, just a nickname. But yeah, certain Tottenham people that I know, they're not caring for this. They're not caring for this hoopla and playing attractive football. Fuck that, bruv. Got to play to win something. You get me? That's why when they're losing games in the last minute and all them kind of thing, it's not a surprise. Still Spursy. Still Spursy. No matter if you change the guy in the hot seat. Still Spursy, blood. The club ain't changed. You know what I mean? Just because you changed the person that's meant to be running the thing, don't mean it changed. You've had everyone stand there. Has Klinsmann been a manager of Tottenham? I don't think so. I think he was like on the list. But you've had Baggerman. You know what I mean? In Arsenal's in the last 20 years, you've had at least 19. That's crazy. That's an exaggeration, but you've had a lot. It's not a crazy exaggeration because it's near there. But let me know. I apologize if you can hear my baby girl singing on her karaoke machine in the background. She's not in the room with me. She's in a different room, but you know how that go. Life is life is life is life. So we'll be back. Something fun. Miss Alex Scott is wet.
You can say I'm a player, cause I got bitches everywhere.
All right, so I saw this and I was like, I need to see this. I ain't watched it yet, but it's off Miss Scott. Let me make sure it's a full screen for you. Yeah. Let's make it bigger so you can actually see what's going on. Get me? They say she gets wet. I'll never turn down a wet Alex.
Balanced game at the moment.
It was actually, I remember as the half was going on, I think after 11 minutes, you're like, Alex, Leeds are yet to find their feet. They're not getting into this game. But actually, Glenn, it was Leeds with the early chances.
Yeah, Leeds started the better of the two for me. Like we say, we've dominated possession. And
What happened there?
Worried about gum health? New Corstil Active Gum Repair starts repairing gums from one.
I'll bring that back in a second. Rude.
Field? What do you got going on with the field? There's a bunch of coyotes. One of them been a
Yikes.
One of them been a player.
Yep. Yeah.
And then how about the field? What do we got going on with the field?
What happened there? Where did she get wet? Was she meant to have got wet there? That made no sense, bruv. Where did she get wet at?
I'm an AI avatar, and over 6,000 companies use me to educate their employees. Simply choose an avatar, type in the text in any language, and press generate
Can't even
video.
turn the sound up on that.
Next.
Very, very balanced game at the moment.
It was actually, I remember as the half was going on, I think after 11 minutes, you're like, Alex, Leeds are yet to find their feet. They're not getting into this game. But actually, Glenn, it was Leeds with the early chances.
yeah, Leeds started the better of the two for me. Like we
Where did
say,
she
we've
get wet
dominated
at?
possession. And
She didn't get wet, bruv. Oh my god, the news love to chat shit, bruv. I thought that the sprinklers or something was gonna happen, something funny. Ugh, that's embarrassing. That's terrible. Matter of fact, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. You've ruined it. You ruined my ting. It's meant to be Alex Scott getting wet right there. So now I'm gonna have to find her. I'm gonna have to find her doing something. Hear me? I'm gonna have to find her doing something to make up for that. Let's see. See what I can find for you, mate. How long is this video? Alright, it's long enough. I got something for you, peoples. Hold on a minute. I got something for you. I got something for you. I got something for you. Sorry, I got to move a lot of things around. Let's put that there. How come this ain't got no sound on it though? Either way, this is it right here. I don't know why there's no sound on this. But she's looking good though. So let's just admire her for a second. Why is there no sound? That needs to be fucking full. That me. Alex's face. She looks confused. Who you talking to? You talking to me? Don't talk to me like that. I'll slap you up in this bitch. Oh, really? Look, see, Alex is always chatting shit. Always chatting shit. I don't have to punch her in her face. See, this is what I'm saying. There you go. My point made. My point made. Did you see that? So next, okay. See the whole thing. You need to kick the whole ball. Not like what that fool said. Look, watch this. See, like them. Boom. See, she couldn't do like Alex did in the Champions League final. Look at those legs. It's Champions League winner legs right there. But this segment is stupid because this is not what I wanted to do. So we move on to the next one, people. We move on to the next one. And the next one is sin bins. We're going to talk about that.
I got my girl, you got your man. Keep it cool, nothing has to change. Just take one.
right, people. So we're going to talk about this sin bin thing. Yeah, man. And just flick through this. Sin bins to be trialed in professional football as part of the NFBA law proposals. It's getting embarrassing, really. It is getting embarrassing. Let me see if I can find something of any good, any use. Get me? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Is there this video? I bet are they gonna let me flipping listen to it without
There's transfer
banning
news
it?
coming out of the construction industry today. I'm hoping to speak to Tom. Tom, is it true you're going to continue working as a bricklayer whilst teaching part-time at your local further education college?
Yeah, I had no idea I could do both.
So what happens now?
Well, making the move is really straightforward. They're going to support me in my teaching training and I can start straight away. Can't wait to pass on my skills.
There it is. Tom's just confirmed he's transferring the skills he already has in the construction industry to teach in further education. Live with me in West London, our chief reporter, Kaveh Solokol. An awful lot clearly spoken about today, Kaveh. So why those changes today?
Well, look, I think as far as IFAB are concerned, they need to sort out this problem that football has with behaviour towards the referee. And that is at all levels of the game. It's especially bad at grassroots level. And what happens at the top of football filters down. What children see at the weekends, that is the behaviour that they copy when they play themselves on Sunday mornings, for instance. So this is something that IFAB really wants to clamp down on, which is why I think the direction of travel is
Why are they
within a
showing
few
my
years in
team?
the top leagues, you're going to be seeing sim bins. You're also going to be seeing
You're not allowed
only
to talk to the ref.
captains being allowed to speak to the referee. And a lot of the people, especially at grassroots level, will say, brilliant, this should have been done a long time ago. So I think the message from football's lawmakers is, look, enough is enough. You've got to treat the referee with respect. And this is a problem. We've been talking about it.
First of all, it's nothing to do with respect. It's nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. Get me? Anyone, the referee is in charge. So when injustice happens, who do you run to? The person in charge. It doesn't make no sense not to. You get me? For one, if you run up, start arguing with the opponent, you're gonna get in trouble. So who do you go to? If something happens to you on the street, who do you want people to run to? Do you want them to run to the person who just did whatever they did to them and handle it yourself? No, you don't want that, right? That's one thing you don't want. You don't want them to go and get someone else to handle it. You don't want that. And then the third thing now is you don't want them to go to the person who's meant to be helping them. So if someone punches my face in front of a policeman, who else am I going to be shouting at? If I'm a civilian, what am I going to do? Everyone don't fight back because everyone knows if you fight back, some people know, even if you did right, defending yourself, you can still get in trouble. Now we're bringing it into sport. You're bringing the bullshit of life into sport. Sport is meant to be the breakaway. Like, fuck, look how, if only life could be like, get me. And you don't want to bring it, and it's just stupid. Don't go up to the ref. Only the captain's allowed to go to the ref. And you've heard it on here before because I've said it and Fives loves it. So it's like your captain is your referee. You're not allowed to say nothing. The captain is the captain is your lawyer and the referee is the judge. You're not allowed to talk to the judge. You're not allowed to say nothing. This is your life. Something's about to happen to you. You're about to be judged and you can't say nothing. You can't defend yourself. Even in the eyes of the law, you don't have to have a lawyer. You can defend yourself. You get me? So you commit a foul. You can't come and explain wagwan. You're getting fouled, but the referee doesn't realize it. You can't go tell him what happened to you. You're not allowed to. What kind of stupid law is that? What kind of dumbass mentality? Whoever put that down on paper is an idiot. These rules are coming from people who never played outside. Clearly, you don't even have to have played professional. That's the reason why we all love this game, is because we can literally go out and play the game, come back, watch the professional version, then go back outside and play ourselves again. You don't need nothing. You don't even need a goal. There's some people on this earth who don't even need a ball. We'll make something. Plastic bags will make something. We don't need no goalposts. We got our bags and coats. Talking about. Get me? And if you don't have your bags and coat, you'll find a piece of chalk or you find another brick that can make some markings on a wall. There's a goal. Simple. Don't need none of that. Don't need none of that. Anyone growing up playing a game of football knows you do not need no ref. The ref is pointless. When it kicks off, the ref can't do nothing. When last you see 22 men in a Royal Rumble and one person breaks everything up? That doesn't happen. It don't happen. You get me? The ref look like he's in control because we give him that authority. The police look like they're in control because we give them that authority. You get me? That's why one policeman with the wrong mindset can come round 25 people and think that he runs shit. That 25 people can make him disappear. We give you power. You have to respect it. The referee is the problem, not the players. The referee is the problem. It's like blaming children. It's the adult who's the problem. The parent, the guardian is the problem, not the child. Even if they have ADHD, it's not the child's, it's the adult in the house. You get me? The referee, you got the authority to be sending people off to stop the game. You can blow the whistle and all that. You got all that power. You run this. You get me? I am allowed to express myself. How dare you get booked for waving your hand? What kind of shit is that? What kind of business is that, blood? You get me? What kind of business is that? That's dumb. That's dumb. That's why I keep saying the referee is the government. The governing body is the one who put the referee there. Just like the governing bodies of our worlds put the police on the street. We ain't asked for them fools. You get me? We ain't asked for them fools. We want nurses and firemen and shit. You get me? Help we want. Not controlled. Not to be controlled. Help. You get me? You want to be part of our game, you help. You don't come and make it long and difficult and sin bin. What's a sin bin gonna do for anybody? You get me? It's been said before, so I don't need to keep banging on about it because it was said perfectly. There's no need to have it. You have a sin bin. All the other team is gonna do is they're gonna try and attack you like they do when you have a player sent off. Except he's coming back soon, so all you gotta do is hold tight. Get me? 2 rows. That's all you gotta do. Park the motherfucking bus. Game gets boring. Yeah, we go kill this game until our guy comes back. Simple, and it's not a panic station thing. Like it happens, and then all the players are gonna be like looking at each other. Yep, 2 rows. It's going to be trained. They're gonna be training for when this happens. You get me? If any of you don't get put in a sin bin, all right, 1 man drop off, boom, he's out. Manager just be on the sideline calling it. Imagine if it was Arteta, he'd just be on the sideline. Martinelli, drop out. They'll be training. Drop out. Saka, drop out. Jesus, drop out. Erdegaard, drop out. And continue. And then once that person gets pulled out, everyone knows 2 rows. 2 rows. And I don't know how long this thing is. Yeah, I mean 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't want to play that video too long because they're probably going to block it anyway. 5 minutes. People are saying 5 minutes, 10 minutes. What? How's 5 minutes, 10 minutes? You get 30 seconds for injuries. You don't know what you're doing. And like someone said today on TalkSport, these people are just making up stuff because they're trying to prove that that their job is something around here. They're not needed. You're not needed. Come out of this thing, bruv. Allow it. You're not needed. When I say you're not needed, you don't need to have a full-time job in this. This ain't a full-time job. Once a season, you come round and do your thing. That's it. Once a season, at the end of the season, yep, look, we've been thinking about these new rules. It's rather yes or no. Keep it pushing. Done. You don't need to be here. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for you. You're making the game silly. You know what I'm saying? Making handball here, there, this way, that way. No, it doesn't make any sense. Handball is hand. I'm pushing the ball down. Thank you, darling. I'm pushing the ball away. I'm trying to stop it from going in the goal. You get me? I'm using my hand instead of using my head. Handball. I'm not running, jumping, all them kind of stuff where you need your arms to have movement and you want to talk about handball. Nah, bruv, we're not doing that. Focus, bruv. Focus. Sin bins are an embarrassment. You get me? The best thing to happen so far is VAR, but the humans don't know how to use it. And also, we need to get the thing that the Champions League has for the offside thing, automated or semi-automated, whatever you call it, where the body thing lines up. None of this drawing line business. Cameras for that. We ain't got time. Let the AIs do real measurements. We don't need no human going, is it there? Is that the line? Yeah. Is that his elbow? None of that, bruv. Computer know pixels and all them things. Pixels, you know. The pixelations and all that thing. It knows, oh no, that's grass. That's not his elbow. You get me? It's grass. Humans are doing all this shit. Are you sure? Yeah, he's offside. Yeah. We don't need all them man there. Get them out of here. You get me? Get them out of here. You have a VAR box in the stadium. You don't need to have no man in a van outside or wherever. Far away. No. But they ain't going to do that. They ain't going to do none of that anyway. What I'm saying. But sin bins, let me know down below, guys, what you think about the sin bins then. What you thinking about the sin bins. All right, we've got one more topic that I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's already spoken about, really. We already spoke about it. But I want to talk about it one more again. Just one more again, because I just want to reiterate. You want to dig me? And that is about Joey Barton's comment about women in football. More so, you know, the women commentating. That's what he was talking about. So I want to get that. Oh, see, I took that off screen. So I want to get that. Yeah. All right, people. We shall be back.
Bringing you the hottest takes, the latest scores, and the most electrifying moments in the world of sports. Don't miss out on the action. Tune in and turn up the intensity.
All right, people. So do you remember that fool, Joey Barton? Yeah. Saying that women are not qualified to speak on men's football. Do you remember him? Remember this fool? Make sure you can see this clown. Yeah, you remember this fool saying that. You know what I mean? Joey Barton has been criticized by Laura Woods. Yeah, now I know that. The former manager who was sacked by Bristol Rovers in October claimed on social media that women shouldn't be talking with any kind of authority in the men's game. Come on, let's be serious, he said. It's a completely different game. If you don't accept that, we will always see things differently. The women's game is thriving. Fantastic to see. I cannot take a thing they say seriously in the men's arena. Wow, he just went from bigging them up to shitting on them real quick. In more posts, Burton said, men who defend presenters are men who have been castrated and would have been absolute fart parcels. We can just stop it right there. Hold on a minute. The former Manchester City player also said female commentators are like me talking about knitting or netball, and added in a separate post, out of the stadiums and off the concourses with the influencer effing nonsense. Burton will face no action from the FA Association for breaking its rules on such comments because he made them while out of work and is deemed outside of its jurisdiction. Is that right? That's funny that they say that, isn't it? That's hilarious because bare people be losing contracts and stuff over stuff they be doing in their personal life, in their house, out of work. But that shit don't matter. But it's okay for him to say that. That's nutty, bruv. That's nutty. And I've said this before because we've had this debate before. And me and Five spoke about it. And Five said to me, this is what he said to me. He said something. It's about the sound in your ear, right? And I was like, you know what? From when he said it, I said the first time is like when they first started getting the women on. The voice sound is different, right? It's different to the ear because you associate this sound with this image that you're watching. So that took a minute, but it literally took a minute. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? There's some women who I just don't like to hear because they're idiots. Get me? Idiots. One of them is a former Gooner, but she claims Man United. Can't remember her name now. I think her name's Leanne. Can't stand her. I can't stand her. Get me? She's the only one. Her and the little chick, the little dark-skinned queen who says the wildest things. Who says that the managers call each other. Actually, she said the same thing as Five said, but on a different topic, because she was like, yeah, the managers phone up each other and be like, yeah, can you make a bid on this, and then I can make a bid on that, Claire. She was saying that's what managers be doing. Five says other things. He says stuff like, they be saying, yo, we're playing this game here, but you know we need to win this game, so just let me take this game 2-1. I'm like, it's hilarious, but you can't say it can't happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't say it can't happen, but the women, Joey Barton saying that women shouldn't talk about men's football is stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid, because then that means that men shouldn't talk about women's football. And I'm in a women's football. You get me? I watch my Arsenal girl, so you can kiss my back foot. Blood. I'm just talking about it, and I'm saying what I'm seeing. You get me? I've been watching football for many a year. You don't need the eyes, and I back anyone wearing my badge. So, and I say anyone wearing my badge, I mean professional, not no random person walking down the street. You know what I mean? But as a whole, yeah, I think he's talking fart. Let's be honest, he's talking fart. I hate when people say dumb shit like that. That's same people who say men can't talk about abortion because we don't have a uterus. But then it'll be the same people that will back me if I say I am a woman, I identify as a woman. They'd back that. So if I can say that, then I can talk about it. But I still don't have a uterus. So what sense does that make? See what I'm saying? People just say things to sound rather extreme, like this fool over here, or they just want to sound woke. They want to sound woke and friendly to everybody, and that's not true. That's not what's going on. You can't do that. You get me? What was I talking about with my missus? Oh, yeah, she was following along to a workout video, and the woman was like, "Hi guys," and she's like, "Oh God." I was like, "Yeah, it is God." But if she came in like, "Hi guys, come, I'm gonna do this workout," you wouldn't be on it, would you? You know what I'm saying? You can't. That's the try. When you see workout videos like that, that's the try and please everyone voice. You get me? Because you can't talk to everyone one way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But if you've ever been to a fitness class, you know what I'm talking about. The instructor, because I'm a PT, the instructor talks like, "Come on guys, let's get this. Come on, let's work. We have to push because we're just there to motivate. You know what I'm saying? We're there to motivate and guide. So you got to talk with that. You know what I mean? It's just like a yoga teacher will be like, and now we stretch. Motion, don't forget to breathe. Inhale. It's because they're filling the air. Otherwise, what would they be there for if they're not guiding you through every step? And it's obvious you have to exhale, but it's the timing of it, innit? See, because you'd go, but they'd be like, breathe in deep. And they'll talk with their breath held, and they'll tell you, feel that all inside. The all holding it all now, and then they'll say, now exhale, while keeping your shoulders behind and down. See what I'm saying? There's ways to talk about shit. But he's a clown. Everyone ain't for everything. You can tell that some women are just reading. You get me? As are some men. You can tell who are the people that are in sport. When it's the former players, it ain't no problem. You've played, so I've got no problem with you talking. But when it comes to just being a presenter, you can't just be a presenter sometimes. When you're in the sports, you should know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? You can't just be, you're a TV presenter. No. You can do that for other things. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have children to be a Blue Peter presenter. You know what I mean? You can go and do that. But to be a basketball presenter, to be anything, you know what I'm saying? Bowls, anything. You should be into that. You should be into that so you know what you're talking about. So then it can bounce around. You know, I'm stuck from flow, not always reading. Oh yes, Leighton Orient did this today. Not forgetting that. Like what? Where's the? She'd be like, yo, the O's came back from behind, that you should know what you're talking about. So you can use nicknames and stuff like that. So you can know what you're talking about, baby. Because when I'm watching my Arsenal girls, I know where some of these women are born. Get me? I know where they're from. I know their nicknames. I know their partners. I know stuff. So I'll be watching, taking heed. But as I said, I think he's chatting fart. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing, but you should know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? You should do your work. It should be more passion. I know there's some people that I've recently seen people on F1 and be like, oh, you're just a presenter. And maybe you like football, so it's just part of your life, so you can do football. You know what I mean? Like, if someone was to tell me to do it, I'm a PT. But if someone was to tell me to come and talk about football, I can talk about football because it's my sport. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that. I could do it for athletics. I couldn't do too many names in athletics, like up to date. I know old people. You get me? I'll be still referencing Usain Bolt and all that. You get me? Linford Christie, or Jackson, or about them man there, Colin, be talking about them man there. But the actual sport, I can talk because I've done it. You know what I mean? I love athletics, but cricket, I'd be talking about the West Indies from the 90s, bro. You get me? Brian Lara and them, man, Ambrose. It's levels to this. It is levels to it, but I'd never be like, yeah, stop the women talking. That's stupid. That's dumb. That's dumb. Dumb. And I hope people realize that and heed that is stupidity. You understand me? For anything, for you to say it against men when men want to talk about some women issues and vice versa. That's dumb. You can't say it about a white person wanting to help black people. You can't say, oh no, you can't help, you can't do nothing because you white. What? You get me? That's dumb. What next? Someone in a wheelchair doesn't want someone with legs to push them because you don't understand. What? You get me? Shush. Be quiet. Anyway, people, that is the end of the show. That is me wrapping this up. It was just me today. Look at that. Did 2 hours and 15. Not too shabs. But that's going to be it for a couple of weeks because 5's not here. You get me? So we're going to bang this out. This going to be we. You get me? This going to be we. See you on the next one, man. Stay good. Stay blessed. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
You can say I'm a player, 'cause I got bitches everywhere.